up next, Kyle Baldwin from Yardwork Fitness. They say it's about planting seeds and growing physically and spiritually every day. They're here to work the body and the mind, so come work with us. Let's find out how. Kyle, over to you.
Dress or shirt you might want to fit in. You plant that seed in your mind and you water that with your actions. So those actions are taking the time to exercise, taking the time to eat healthy, putting it in your mind. Okay, my goal is to feel this way or be able to do this. So that is the seed that is planted, and then with our actions of what we do, day in and day out, that's how we water those seeds to grow into what we see for ourselves. So just to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm a former college athlete. I played football, and it was in my second year of playing football, I ended up getting hurt. I got injured, and I was 19 years old at the time. So getting hurt and being away from the game, not being able to do something I love, and obviously being injured, I couldn't even go to the gym and exercise like I could, whether I was on the field or not. That really weighed on me. That put a lot of pressure on me, a lot of stress. And I started to lose myself, because you think about it, as a 19-year-old male who all I knew was playing football. I went to college to play football. I didn't know what I wanted to major in. I didn't know what direction I wanted to go in. So with that being taken away from me, I started to lose myself. I lost my sense of self, who I was, my sense of purpose. I didn't have anything to work towards for the next day. And I ended up only being in college one more semester after that injury. And that's when things even got worse at a point. Because coming home from college, being on a full scholarship, you feel like you blew an opportunity. You let your people down, you let your family down, and that you internalize that really weighs on you. I find myself falling into a depressed state, dealing with social anxiety, and my life really was up in the air. I had no direction, no sense of self. I didn't even know what I was going to do the next day. So my friend would ask me, "Oh, what are you doing tomorrow?" I really couldn't tell them anything. I didn't have any plans for myself at all. So nothing in my life was consistent. But I had two things. It was only two things I could find peace in. That was my belief in God and the gym, fitness. So, when I didn't know the direction of my life, all I did, I prayed and I went to the gym. That's where I could find peace. Like my stress, my anxiety, my depression didn't exist in the gym. I didn't feel like I failed. Failure didn't exist in the gym. I didn't let my family down in the gym. Like none of that existed. It was just me focused on growing, getting better in myself. None of my outside stresses or pressures weighed on me. It was like a place where I could find peace, and it was very therapeutic for me. So and knowing how I felt, and battling, climbing my way out of depression and anxiety, and continue to seek God and seek my purpose. I've started feeling great. So I got it in my mind. I want other people to feel that feeling. I know how great I felt. I know what it did for me. I want other people to feel like that. So that's when it sparked for me. Like, I'm going to become a personal trainer. What the great feelings that I felt from working out and being in the gym, and it was my escape from my troubles. I wanted other people to see what that was like. So I started taking classes and getting the education and certifications behind becoming a trainer, and that's something I really enjoyed. So the next step for me was actually taking a leap of faith. Because, like I said, I was still a person who was climbing out of depression and anxiety. I just knew I feel great when I train. I want to help other people feel great. So I took a leap of faith and became a trainer at a big box gym. And I'll give you an example my experience of battling depression through health and fitness. It allowed me to take a different approach when training my clients. So I'll give you an example of what that means. I had a client, he was a business owner. He wasn't in the best shape himself, and he was a very negative person. And he brought that negative energy into our training sessions. And me me growing to become a more positive person, I didn't want a negative client, and I didn't want to allow him to be negative, because I know what that feels like. You will never take a step further if you're always down on yourself, or you're always speaking negatively of yourself. So I know what it felt like to start seeing things in a positive light. I wanted him to feel that feeling. So, he was complaining, his business wasn't doing so well. He wasn't in great shape, so on and so on. So I had him stop right there, stop his complaining, and just told him, repeat after me. My business is successful. I am healthy. My family is healthy. My marriage is healthy. I am in great shape. I can do this. I can do anything. And the thing is, we didn't stop our exercise while I had him repeat those affirmations. We continued to exercise, and I noticed the difference that made. See, when he was complaining, he was down on himself, he was ready to be done. We were doing walking lunges, and about after 12 walking lunges, that's when he was finished. He was ready to quit. He said, let's just take a break. He needs water, right? But once we began speaking life, speaking positivity, affirming himself, believing in himself, saying he can do it. He ended up doing 30 walking lunges, and he was fired up about it. Like, I saw the spark light in him, and then that's when I had another spark lit for me. Oh, I need to bring this type of energy to everyone, all my clients, everyone I come in contact with. Same way I wanted people to feel how good it is to work out, or feel that feeling I felt when I started working out. I wanted people to feel the feeling that my client felt when he began to affirm himself, believing in himself, and claiming his victory, claiming his health, and taking those steps, right? So, ironically, he was doing walking lunges. So, that's a step-by-step movement. And that was the first step for him in his health and fitness journey of being positive and believing in himself. So, what I want everybody to do right here, whether you're at home or in this room, I want you to stand up for me. And just take that first step forward and walk into your health, your fitness journey, your mental health, your physical health. Take that first step forward. There we go. There we go. Internalize that feeling of what, I'm sorry, you can't see. Just internalize that feeling of what it feels like to take that first step into your health, into your fitness, and to bettering yourself, right? And understanding, just like my client took his first step on his health and fitness journey, and you all just took your first step on your health and fitness journey, understand that it is your journey. We're not here to compare what we do, what you do to what anyone else does. Comparison is the thief of joy. I want you to embrace the journey for you, working on being the best version of yourself. It's about you. It's not about anyone else. It's not easy. We're not always motivated. You can leave here today and be fired up, but that may only last the next day or so. But understanding that it's not about finding your motivation in what I said or what happened today. Finding your motivation in yourself. Remember, it goes back to planting that seed in your mind of where you want to be. How do you see yourself? How do you want to feel? That's your reason why. Whenever you're feeling down or you lacking that motivation to exercise, remember the reason why. Remember that seed that you planted, the image in your mind of what you want to do, how you want to feel, how you want to look. Everyone deserves to look their best and feel their best, and that's something I want for you, but I want you to want that for yourself. And even if it goes beyond just how you look or what clothes you can wear, think about the benefits of being healthy. So you can be able to play with your children, your future children, your grandchildren. Being able to be active and being in your best shape to be with the ones you love. And it's time to be unapologetic in your journey of self-care, understanding that this is for you. Like I said, you deserve to look your best. You deserve to feel your best. And that it's time for you to affirm yourself, believe in yourself, today is the day that you make that change and understand that no one is going to want it for you better than you can want it for yourself. So take that time. Actually, I want you to repeat after me. I am healthy.
I am healthy.
My body is healthy.
My body is healthy.
My mind is healthy.
My mind is
My
healthy.
spirit is healthy.
My spirit is
I'm
healthy.
taking that first step
I'm taking that first step
on my health and fitness journey
on my health and fitness journey
to better myself,
to better myself,
to become the best version of myself,
to become the best version of myself,
not only for me,
not only for me,
for my family,
for my family,
and to be pleasing to God.
and to be pleasing to God.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Understanding. Yes, it's time to affirm yourself, believe in yourself. Until you get started, you don't even know how great you are, how powerful you are, or how blessed God has made you. You don't even know the things that you can do until you take that step and make that effort to embrace that. It's easy to find, a million reasons why you can't do something or why you can't get started, but all you have to do is find out one reason why and focus in on that. I know, we all have obligations. We're adults. We have families, loved ones, careers. We have things that could quote unquote get in the way, or say we don't have enough time. But it's time for you to make time, because now we know and we've seen just in the past 6 months how important health is. You see the numbers every day of what's going on in the world. Now, aside from the pandemic, but actually, if you pay attention to the numbers of cardiovascular disease or diabetes, cancer, things that arise from not taking care of yourself, physically, it's time to correct that. It's time that we say that's no more. Those are generational things. Those are generational curses. A lot of people say, oh, this runs in my family. Diabetes, heart disease, cancer runs in my family. No, it doesn't run in your family. Poor eating habits may run in your family. Lack of exercise run in your family. It's time we break free from those. It's time we cancel those curses out. It starts now. So the ones that come after us don't have to deal with those. Don't have to ever say, oh, this runs in my family. Oh, you can say it ran in my family, but my mom stopped it. My father stopped it and ended there. And it's not coming back. It's not coming down. We're not going to pass that down. We're only passing down blessings. Let's pass down generational blessings. Let's pass down generational life, love, peace, prosperity. That's what we need to pass down. We're no longer passing down curses. We're coming into a new age.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Amen.
Now, what I know is we say we may not have time, but everybody has 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. Whatever time you can fit in, whether you can get to the gym or work out at home. There are resources for you to work out at home. I have resources available. There are resources everywhere for you to be able to get an effective workout at home. And you have a place in your home where you sleep. You have a place in your home where you go to eat. You have a place in your home where you watch TV. Clear out some space for yourself. Clear out some space for your exercise. It doesn't have to be a full room. You can have a corner, and you can get a lot of work done. Make time for you. Make space for yourself. It's self-care. Now, and we hear often, oh, I had a long day at work, or I work X amount of hours a week or X amount of hours a day. I understand that, but what good is it to go to work? You make your money. What good is it to obtain material wealth, but you never experience physical wealth? You never know what it's like to feel your best, or look your best, or even be happy with yourself in the most beautiful way you can. Looking in the mirror and being happy with yourself. I know what it feels like to look in the mirror and not be happy with what I see. And that was more so internally than anything. But when you have, you carry those problems internally, they reflect on your outside. So what you feel on the inside, you will carry that'll weigh on you. It's time. I don't want you to fear the commitment. It's time to embrace the commitment. You know, no one ever got a workout in and said, I wish I didn't do that. Or I regret that, you know, I regret exercise. You always feel better after you work out. You know, it always, you know, sparks you, it fires you up, it lifts you up. You know, a lot of people, they drag themselves into the workout, but once they get going, you know, you see they come into a new life. You know, so understanding you're never going to feel worse after you work out. You know, you might feel sore, you might feel tired, but you will never feel like psychologically, you will never feel in your mind or your spirit like, oh, I wish I didn't do that, or I wish I sat on the couch, or I wish, you know, I wish I ate those snacks instead of doing this. You always feel good about yourself after a workout. Understanding, it's a great way to relieve stress. You know, say if you did have a long day at work, okay, go take 30 minutes or an hour or whatever time you have to go work out. You know, that's a great way to relieve stress. You know, it's therapeutic because in that time, it's just about you working on you, and you know, it's you spending time with yourself. And again, same way we did the affirmations here together. While you're working out, you can affirm yourself. Keep in mind that picture, that image of where you want to be, how you want to feel. You know, how you want to look. You know, playing with your children, grandchildren, whatever. You know, keep in mind that image and affirm on that. That is your reason why. So when you feel like quitting, when you feel like stopping, remember why you started. Remember what you're doing it for. Remember the reason why you're here. Now, like I said, today is the first step. The seed has been planted, and we're going to continue to water that seed with our actions, right?
Yeah.
So taking that time to exercise, making sure we make an effort to eat right, and understanding we may not have it all figured out, but it's okay to seek help. It's okay to look for the answers. You know, God says, seeking you shall find. If you really want something, and if you really want to pursue your health, you can take the time to, you know, look up a healthy recipe or a healthy alternative, or talk to someone who has the information. Like I said, I'm a resource. I'm someone you can lean on, you know, throughout this journey here. You know, we have people you can lean on for your help. And, you know, use your resources. Don't be afraid to ask questions. You know, don't feel like someone is going to judge you for asking for help. You know, that is why we're here. You know, they're not just us. You know, there are a lot of places, a lot of resources you can find, but excuse me. All right, so today we're laying that foundation, and every day we're gonna lay a brick every day. That's our actions, getting active. Lay a brick every day. You can build a great wall. You lay a brick every day. You will build your temple into what God called it to be, what God wants you to be. Understanding your body is your temple. God only gave you one of it. You got to go your whole life with the one body that He gave you. So take care of it. Understand it. Your life, your body is a gift from God. And if someone gives you a nice gift, you would take care of it, right? Mm-hmm. You should do that with yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit. Take care of it. So, like I said, it's no matter if you're in a gym or at home, you know, there's many resources out there for you. And then when it comes to working out, when it comes to eating right, you know, schedule it. Don't leave it up to chance. You know, if you wake up today, say, oh, I'm going to work out sometime today, but you don't plan it. You don't say, all right, at 4 o'clock, I'm going to work out for 30 minutes. If you don't schedule it, you probably won't get around to it, because, you know, throughout our days, you know, a lot of different things come our way. Distractions arise every day. And then we can lose that motivation. Like, oh, I'll get around to it. You keep putting it off. Just set a time in stone, and that is the time everything cuts off. You know, whether you need to put your phone on do not disturb, you know, just lock in on you in that time. Whatever time it might be, 15, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever you have, embrace that time just for you. Take care of yourself. Now, whether you do it in the morning, after work, or before bed, just make sure you take that time. Now, really quickly, I want you to take a second, write down, you know, how do you feel about what I'm saying? You know, what do you notice in your life? What's going on, and what changes do you see yourself making for the next steps? Real quick, go ahead and write it down. What's going on in your mind? What do you see for yourself? What's going on in your life, and what steps do you see yourself taking to make that change? So now that you wrote that down, I want you to internalize it. You know, as a part of that seed that we planted today, internalizing it and embracing it, the change that what you see, what you saw, and seeing the change that you plan to make. You know, the steps that you plan to take, the steps that we are taking. Now, understanding, it's a little analogy I like to use, right? You know, in yard work, I talk about planting the seeds a lot. Now, understand that a seed, before it can grow into what God called it to be, think about a full-grown tree, an oak tree. You know, that seed has to be planted in the ground first. It has to go through its darkest time. You know, you see nothing changes on the surface. All the work is being done in the ground, internally, in that dark place. And then you see that seed start to grow, start to sprout, you know, crack the surface and grow into what God made it to be. So understand, we all have to go through our dark times. We all have to go through our faith, our challenges. But that's what molds us. That's what cultivates us into what God made us to be, what God wants us to be, what God called us to be. You know, man, I just want to leave you with that. Understand, I'm a resource. I'm here for you. Real quick, you can write my information down and take out your phones. You can hit me on my email. That's Yardwork Fitness 08 Yardwork Fitness 08 @gmail.com. And if you're on Instagram, you can reach me at Yardwork_fitness. That's Yardwork_fitness on Instagram. Also have my personal page in the bio of that Yardwork page. You know, feel free to reach out to me if you just have questions, need any help, you know, any assistance, any guidance on this journey. I'm here for you. One thing I want you to understand, like, the one thing about what I do in yard work is not just about what I can do for you. It's about what I can help you do for yourself. Believing in yourself, you know, making that commitment to work towards your own personal goal. You know, I'm just here to assist you on your journey. You know, I couldn't take that first step for you. You know, that's what you all did today. So, you know, every step I will be with you along the way. You know, just reach out to me. I'm here to help. You know, I got resources available. I got products available. You know, whether you're working out at home or at the gym, you know, I have products for you. I have advice for you. I have direction for you. I have, training programs for you, everything. So, like I said, don't hesitate to reach out. I thank you all for your time today. And it's your work. Come grow with us.
Woo!
Look for the questions.
Encore.
What products?
So, products I have here. So this is a waist trainer.
For the men.
Also, the sweat vest. You know, this covers like a larger area than the waist trainer. The waist trainer actually does have a little more contraction, a little more squeeze. But this one is also a tight fit. You know, it fits, you know, just like a vest or a tank top would, covering all those surface areas. And same deal, you rub the cream on under it. You know, you want to sweat, burn fat. That's the mission. That's what we're trying to do. And you can also wear the waist trainer and vest whether you're working out or not working out.
It's good for your posture.
Yeah. The waist trainer especially very good for posture.
How much is it?
The waist trainer is $55.
Cream.
Fat burning cream is $15. Resistance bands are $30 and vest is $50.
Any other questions?
Thank you, Kyle. That was absolutely inspiring, wasn't it? Oh my goodness, it's like church. All right.